مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما إخوة الإيمان السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us another opportunity to gather here today, being Yom al-Jum'ah, the most blessed day among the days of the week, which is the third day that we Muslims should be celebrating our Eid. And what we mean by Eid is festival. Religiously, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made us to understand that in the life cycle of a Muslim, we have three festivals. Number one is Eid al-Fitr. Number two is Eid al-Adha. Number three is Yom al-Jumu'ah. These are all the 3 days that we Muslims can celebrate as our days of festivities. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has spared us from last week Friday till today, which is equivalent to the 15th day of Shawwal, year 1444 after the year of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Mecca to Medina, equivalent to the 5th day of the month of May 2023 in the Gregorian calendar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with every one of us and count this ibadah as an act of worship that is going to accept from us in this world and in the hereafter. Alhamdulillah, for the previous week, we've been discussing about Surah Al-Kahf, which we extensively did the tafsir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should bless the discussion we have discussed and all the lessons we have learned. Today, I have some topics that we ought to have discussed, like 2 or 3 topics. But because I mentioned something last week, I quickly want us to share the discussion in this our today's khutbah, and we discussed the previous topics that we ought to have discussed over a year or 2 years ago. One of them is al-rajmu fil Islam, stoning in Islam. Is it still permissible? Did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stone people according to the jurisdiction of the Islam? Can we still implement that arm of Sharia if somebody commits an offense that deserves to be stoned, either by stealing or committing adultery? Can we still do that? Because we have some people now that they are saying no, we shouldn't do that. And we are living together in this our contemporary society. And those set of people that first deny this are the people we call Al-Khawarij. Which when I discussed with us the issue of the Shiite, when we are talking about the massacre of Karbala, when the grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was assassinated, Hussein bin Ali bin Muhammad Rasulullah bin Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu ta'ala, the son of Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha. We talked about them, and since that time I wanted to talk about the Khawarij and Mu'tazila. These are the pioneer Muslims. They are Muslims that they are saying stoning in Islam is not something we can reckon with now any longer. And it was a practice that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam practiced. So we have the Khawarij, we have the Mu'tazila. Those that are in between the Khawarij and the Mu'tazila are the one we call Aqladiyun. We are going to discuss about this set of people. Number 2 is concerning an-nasi'u wa mansukh, abrogation of some verses in Quran. Because Allah had already told us that we can't remove one verse without replacing it with another one that is better. Man nasa min ayatin aw na'atin khairan minha. We are going to bring another one that is better than the one that we have abrogated. It's part of what I want us to discuss. The verses that were abrogated, which ones or which are those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has replaced? Number 3, that has always been in my mind, is that for us to have a contentment or tranquility in observing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our homes, our houses, and we are talking about house, we are not just talking about the curtain or about the toilet, about all the furniture in the houses. The woman we keep inside our house, the children we are raising. It's not just the wall of the house that we are referring to. The living souls inside the house. How are we going to be relating with them for us to have tranquility if we are observing, whenever we are observing any act of ibadah? All these we are going to talk about them for the Qudrat Allah Ta'ala. It's going to be in our other subsequent khutbah. What we are going to talk about today, as I mentioned briefly last week, is concerning one of the fundamentals of Islam, or one of the organs of Al-Islam. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that Buniyal Islam ala khamsi. The pillar of Islam are 5. And these pillars, they are resting on one foundation. And what is the foundation? Is al-iman billah. That is the foundation of Islam. If you don't have that iman, you don't have anything. Whatever you build on that foundation will definitely crumble, or will definitely collapse. So the first pillar in Islam is an tashhadu bi anna Allah la ilaha illa huwa, that there is no any other deity that needs to be worshipped except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala messenger and he used to be a prophet. You must believe in this. Number 2, wa iqamus salat. After having that belief in the oneness of Allah, after belief in the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad and in the messengerhood of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you need to establish as-salat. Any Muslim, any so-called Muslim that calls himself a Muslim and is failing in the act of observing his khamsu salawat, that person will not see the mercy of Allah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will not intercede for that person on the day of Qiyamah. Number 3, wa ita'u zakat, is to give zakat, which is what we want to discuss today. And the 4th one is wa sawmu Ramadan, to fast the only fasting of the only month of Ramadan, which we just concluded 2 weeks ago. And the last one is wa hajjul baiti liman istata'a ilayhi sabil, and for whomever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the strength, health-wise, has given the strength financially, has given the strength in terms of mental stability, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that kind of person should go on Hajj. Hajj is not something that we need to go and be begging somebody to come and send you on Hajj. You will go and seeking for ticket, go and be begging for visa. No. If you are not capable, you don't go. Whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decides that you are going to go for Hajj, somebody somewhere will remember you. It might not even be within your family. If you don't have the strength and it has been destined that you have to go, Allah will just send His mercy from nowhere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the opportunity. Every one of us, may Allah give us opportunity to go and do Hajj at the appropriate time that He has decreed upon every one of us. It's something that we should all be inspiring. We should not just fold our arms and be expecting people that are going there to come and be telling us story how Kaaba looks like, how the Masjid al-Nabi looks like, how Masjid al-Haram in Makkah looks like. We should all ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even if Allah has not destined us to be there as at yesterday, let's use this opportunity. This Yawm al-Jum'ah, let's ask Him. The least you can go for Hajj in Nigeria now, the people going next month now, or probably end of this month, is 3 million. And people are going. If you know the number of Nigerians that went for this Umrah the last 10 days of Ramadan, you won't imagine it. And the cheapest we should be maybe around 750. And they are going. Some of them went and they still go for this Hajj. And they will be on their own. Those that Allah has made it easy for them, they didn't have 2 heads. So Allah, we are asking you, please grant us al-hajj mabrur. Count us among the people that on day of Qiyamah, because anybody that perform Hajj on day of Qiyamah, they will be isolated somewhere. They will isolate them that, oh, you people, you are the one that visit the land of Allah. You are the one that you said labbaik Allahumma labbaik, and Allah said, yes, I have accepted your call. La labbaika wa la sa'alaika. You are not among those people. So let's keep on asking Allah, and it's this our hand that Allah should bless. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the opportunity. We could hear that we are going to perform it. Now, as zakat, what do we mean by zakat? And what are the items that are zakatable? If that English is in dictionary, zakatable. But for us to understand, I've told us where the zakat is coming from. It's the third pillar of Islam. So it's compulsory, and we are going to see from this ayah I'm going to quote. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know the reason why I brought this issue. I mentioned something here last week, that there are some people that are getting some people's zakat. But it's not zakat, they didn't merit it. So I want to bring the hujjah. So if they are giving you, they should tell you that they are giving you gifts, Ramadan gifts, not zakat. You shouldn't give, I won't mention it. We see the people that are entitled to zakat here now. So if you fall into the category of those that they are giving every year from their zakat, you will know maybe you deserve it or not. And all this will keep on building our iman. So whatever you know that is not your due, is not your right, don't take it. Let them go and give you to the less privileged ones that their own life is not as standard as your own. We are going to see from Quran and from Hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Zakat is whatever we have acquired that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, that we need to pay a certain percentage from, just to cleansing what? Our resources, our wealth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. That's just what zakat means. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you money. But which type of money? You can hardly see within 3 people that all 3 of them, that all their money is clean. You can hardly see it. Definitely 2.5 of them, if there is half human being, that is the only person that his money will be what? Will be pure. Majority of all these rich men that you see, including the ones that are in the front row in the masjid, majority of them, they won't be able to tell you the journey they sojourned before they got to where they got to. The foundation of their wealth, majority won't be able to tell you. They just be telling you that it's the tire business that they are doing, it's the fertilizer business that they are selling, it is the clothes that they are bringing in from Dubai. Majority of them, they've traveled beyond this world just to seek power and to be relevant in the society. And if you want to be relevant, it's not just power. You need money to be flourishing. As you are coming into a particular gathering, everybody should recognize you. You need money to buy that. So some people go extra mile. They dine with devils. They join the occultic society. They join the Illuminatis. With money and with fame, they want all this. Is this the kind of money that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said is zakatable? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us to understand through Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we have 5 types of zakat that we can pay. 5 types of commodities that are zakatable, according to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number 1, which is very common, that every one of us know, is the what? Is gold and silver. Every one of us, we have our wives at home. And those of you that you have not married, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the best among the women. And those of us that we are married, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to be directing affairs of our women. And those that are asking, that are even asking us to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them children, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them the blossom children that you have with you. Because you have them accountable and you don't have anything to do with them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answer their call and shed away their tears. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Virtually, all women, what they like is what? Gold. So if you have this gold to a certain percentage of nisab, what we mean by nisab is the quantum of value of money that the Fiqh Council of Islam used to decree every year, that if you have so thing that is with you within a sample of 1 year, that particular commodity is due for what? Is due for zakat. Averagely, they used to say if you have like 12 karat of gold, maybe like 20 or 25 grams of gold, it is zakatable. You might not know how to do it. You have to go to a jeweler to go and weigh it. So when they now weigh it, they will now convert the value to the currency of where you are residing. They will now tell you this is how much it's worth. And you have been keeping that gold since last year, and it's still with you till here, right? Till this year. So you are going to pay zakat on that value of that what? Of that gold and silver. Are you with me? You pay zakat on that gold and silver. That is for gold. So everybody that has gold at home and you keep it for a year plus, you must pay zakat on it. And in paying zakat, you need to choose a specific day. Some people used to put their paying of zakat into where? During the period of Ramadan. It's not compulsory that it must be within Ramadan. It's just because of the virtues and the benefits in Ramadan. That's why some people. It's just like people going to Umrah. There is no time. If you want to go to Umrah now, if they give you the visa, you can go and come back before Eid al-Kabir, right? There is no time you can go. Even at times, you see the Hujjaj that are yet to come back to their various countries in Mecca. The people that came for Umrah, they will still be meeting them. They will be meeting the Hujjaj. And that's why we know the period of Hajj is just within 5 days. Within that 5 days in Zulhijjah, everything about Hajj is finished. Right from the day you are leaving Mecca till the day you get to Mina, from Mina to Arafah, from Arafah to Muzdalifah, you come back to Mashar al-Haram and come back to come and do your Rajmu. Within 5 days, everything about Hajj, that's why Allah will confirm you if you are an Haji or you are an Hajjah. So people spending 30 days, 60 days in Hajj, all what they went for is for within for what? Within 5 days. So gold needs to be weighed as far as it's with you, that circles within what? 1 year. Even if it's the one that you inherit. Not like our sisters, our mothers, our wives, they will inherit from their mothers. Apart from the one you bought for your wife. Any type of gold in your house that is there for 1 year, you need to pay zakat on it. That is why for Muslims, for the male Muslims, you are not supposed to use gold, including those that used to put Mecca teeth. It's even allowed Islamically that when you die, they should remove it from your teeth, including our women. Because you didn't come with it to this world. And it doesn't serve any purpose. It's just to indicate that, okay, I've gone to Mecca. Did you go to Mecca for anybody or you go for Allah? So if you die, those of you that you have it, you better tell your people. If Allah says you are going to die in the midst of your people, that when you die, they should remove it. So as you are hearing it now, as you have been hearing it from some righteous scholars, because the majority of our scholars, some of them, they put it. So for those that are following the Sunnah, the tradition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's not haram for a male to use it, but it's makruh. Haram is something that is totally forbidden. It's not haram for you, but you know if you use gold here, you won't use it in the hereafter. They are adornments for our women. So brothers, any one of us that has gold at home, you should weigh it, either your own or your wife's own, including ring. You might not be wearing it as a necklace. You might not insert it as a teeth in your tooth, right? But you are using gold ring or gold wristwatch. You have to value it. But I'm still repeating it. A male Muslim who has an understanding, who keeps incessantly using gold, will be denied on the day of Qiyamah. So allow your wife to use it, and use it for you, not for riyah. Some people used to use it to tie down their resources. That okay, when I have challenges, I will throw it out and sell it. I will use the money to solve my problem. The way some people invest in properties, in building properties. So also that one too will be what? And you can keep it in the bank. So we need to pay zakat on gold. Number 2, business commodities. Can a salary earner like me and you, can we pay zakat from our salary? What we need to pay zakat for, right, is what has an aggregation. What you keep together, like an aggregate that you are pulling together, and that thing is with you for a period of 1 year. And if you are going to pay zakat, you must minus, if you are the kind of person that borrows or you loan from the bank or from anywhere, you minus that. Whatever is remaining as your capital investment or as your liquid cash, that is what you are going to pay zakat upon. So this number 2 type of zakat is particular to those that have a business or that have businesses that is running over a year. They will value all what they collected as credit facility. You know, in some various organizations, they give their workers credit card. That go and take, we are going to load your credit card with maybe 5 million. We are going to remove it within 2-3 years. Some banks, various banks, they do it for their staff or whatever. I don't know, maybe they are doing it here. So it's not those kind of facilities that you are taking on loan that you are going to pay zakat for. But people that are industrial moguls, they are big merchandise. They are business owners. Not until you start reaching 1 billion or you start reaching 5 million. As far as what you have as your capital investment is what you have over a year after you pay all your workers, you settle all the debt, and that thing still repeats. You have a turnover of 1 year. That is what you are going to pay zakat on. A salary earner who is earning 100,000, that before they pay him after 30 days or after 45 days, right? That he need to struggle before the money even come out. How do you expect him to pay zakat? Before they pay him the money, he has even gotten a lot of debt on ground. He has not settled that of the last month. And that of the month that he was expecting the money, it has not been paid. Right? So whenever they now pay the money, he will use that money to settle the outstanding debt. How do you want him to pay zakat? So the people that are liable to pay zakat are those that are having business commodities. That the business prosper over a year. So they will now pay from that business commodity. Number 3 is the livestock. Our animals. Maybe you have poultry. You have pens where you have your animals. You must pay zakat on them. On a particular number of cattle, within a particular number of years, that this cattle must have reached maybe 2 years. This cattle must have reached 1 year. You know, for instance, if you want to do Eid al-Adha now, as we are anticipating by next month, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count us among the living soul that will witness it in good condition. Any udhiyah that you want to use as sacrifice for Eid al-Kabir, Eid al-Adha, must be up to 1 year. So also, if you are doing a child dedication, condition that meets the animal you want to use for your child dedication must be observed for the animal you want to use for Eid al-Adha. It must not be a blinded eye animal. It must not be a leper animal. It must not be a disabled. All those conditions that must be fulfilled. So also, a cow must be up to 2 years. A camel must be up to 3 years before you use it for. If you now have this, if you have 200 camels, you will give one out as zakat. But we are not majorly concerned on this because majority of us, we are not animal owners. We are not herders. So, livestock, you must give zakat. So also, agricultural products. That's number 4. Whatever you harvest, you must give what? You must give zakat out of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَأَتُّ حَقَّهُ يَوْمَ أَصْوَدِهِ. You must give out, أَتُّ حَقَّهُ, the right that is in that product that you have harvested, يَوْمَ أَصْوَدِهِ, the very day you do your harvestation. Not only for farm products. The very day you take your stock of your businesses, you must give out the zakat. So the livestock, the agricultural products, you must pay the zakat. And the fifth one, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, is the one we call rikaz. Rikaz is the natural resources that we can't see, except maybe the geologists, they do investigation for us. They say, at the backyard of your house, there is crude oil there. At the backyard of your room, right, there is a deposit of what? Of gold and mine there. As soon as you discover that and you didn't tell anybody, you didn't tell the government, you need to be paying zakat as far as you are extracting those natural resources. So these are 5 categories of items that we must pay zakat upon. And we have mentioned to us the time that we can pay our zakat. It's any time, but it must be unique within a year. Maybe you are taking the 1st of Ramadan, maybe you are taking the middle of Ramadan, maybe you are taking every 1st of January. But make sure that it is associated to the Islamic doctrine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from us. And whosoever has been doing that, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let us also be in the circle of those that will be paying zakat. Now, brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah At-Tawbah, Quran chapter 9, verse 60. Those that are entitled to zakat are those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. So any of those that are outside this box, they are not entitled to zakat. So me and you, let's now see where we fall to. Allah said, إِنَّمَا صَدَقَاتُ لِلْفُقَرَاءِ. Giving alms and paying zakat. Sadaqah here, we can be seeing it literally as the normal fisabilillah that we do on the road. You give this man and give him 50 naira, you give this man 100 naira. This is the category where zakat also falls into. Innama sadaqat, the sadaqah, the sarah, and zakat that we have to pay belongs to number 1, lil fuqara. Allah mentioned 8 people that we must pay zakat to. The first category of people we must give zakat to, or we give sadaqah to, are the fuqara, the less privileged people, the poverty-striking people, and whom are those that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam called al-fuqara. Anybody that doesn't have the 3 square meal that is going to eat on a day or in a day, that person is what? Al-fakir. That in the morning, he has eaten in the morning now. Where the lunch is going to come out from, he doesn't know. Not talk of the dinner. To even get the breakfast that he ate, he struggled to get it. Those are the category of people that we call whom? Al-Fuqara. The person that will wear one left, he wear 2 slippers, but the one on the right leg is canvas. The other one is bedroom slippers. Those are the Fuqara. How don't we see people like that? You see somebody who wear a jeans, he wear Ankara on top, and we use Ankara silk to go and patch the jeans. Orí olórí àtẹsẹ̀lẹ́sẹ̀ ló fi ń ṣayé. Those are the people we call al-fuqara. Those are the first category that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. And we should all look around in our various vicinities. That who are they? Where are they? Number 2, wal masakin. Masakin are those that they have, and whenever they don't have, they won't speak out. An instance is maybe where you are living. Your neighbor, his children are going to school A. Your children are going to school B. And school buses used to come and pick them and pick your own children from different schools. You now gone to a time, maybe you couldn't afford children's school fees. Now children have resumed. Since last week, school have resumed for this final term in the year, right? He struggled to pay first term. Second term in the exam hall, they sent his children out. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought his mercy. He was able to pay or whatever. His children finally wrote exam. This time, everybody has resumed school. But up till now, this is the second week of resumption in Lagos State, right? His children have not gone to school because he didn't know where the money is going to come from. And he won't ask. But he's lacking. These are the category of people we call al-masakin. To the extent that if the neighbor discover that his children are not going to school, maybe peradventure they meet or they met in the masjid. Salaam alaikum, brother Abdullahi. I didn't see your children. In the morning when the school bus came, they pick other children. The one that is supposed to pick your children, you didn't see. You know, if you don't pay for transport, they won't send the bus to come and pick your children. I've not been seeing the bus to come and pick your children since 2-3 weeks ago. He said, no. Abdulsalam is not feeling fine. Sumaya, she traveled to her aunt's place and it's a lie. They are all together inside the house. He doesn't have the money to finance them. These are the kind of people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said they are what? Al-miskin. Or al-masakin. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now told us that walaysa al-miskin, the person that we can't say belongs to the category of al-miskin, bi'adha tawafu ala nas, the person that is going around from one place to another, that person is not al-miskin. All those malams that used to come, some of them come with their wife, come with their 3-4 children. Fisabilillah, ebumi tori Ọlọ́run. Those, they are not masakin. Those ones are sahilun. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that wa man sa'ila fala tani'ar. Asa'il, whoever, su'al means question. Asa'il, the person that is asking question, the person that is asking. Wa man sa'ila, oh you people, those people that are asking, fala tani'ar, don't shout on them. It's verse from Quran that all of us know. So all those malams that used to come and knock our door, fisabilillah, yo derenjuma, bari fisabilillah, fala tani'ar, don't shout on them. What you do, you keep silent, you don't answer them. And if you have, you don't give them, you don't answer them, Allah is waiting for you. The day is not going to answer you too. What will you have and you won't give them? How much do you want to give them? You give them 15 or 100 naira. Some of them will stay in front of your house, they will recite the whole Quran. There was a time one of our malam, I studied under him sometimes, so many years ago. He came back from Hajj. All the beggars in our village, including the blind men, all of them, they now went to his house to go and greet him. That you are welcome back from Mecca. What I'm saying now is almost 20 years. And the person that led all these beggars was what? Was a blind man. And he recited all the Rabbana that is inside Quran from A to Z. And me and you that our eyes are widely open. How many of us know 3-4 Rabbana from Quran? So indicating that it's not this sight that is seeing, it is the inner one. So those kind of people, the majority of them, they are what? They are kuffars. We have some that they ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to even take their side because of all these moral decadencies. They don't want to use their eyes to see it. All these guys we see in our offices that they wear everything, all those things, that you want to talk to them, but they will come close to you. They tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that remove this side. Sheikh Abdulhamid Kish used to be a blind man. And he knows Quran from head to toe. And if you are reading Quran, you are mistaking, you will be correcting you. And he had became a blind man right from his childhood. And he knows all Quran. And people that are wide, their sight are widely open, they will sit down in front of him like this, they will keep their fatir, be studying this different kind of ulumul deen in front of him. And if they do any mistake, apart from Quran, you tell them that you didn't read this place very well. This is how it's supposed to be read. And he used to be a blind man. You can see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the people we live together, not the Sahabas. These are our own generation. So, we are talking about al-miskinu. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, those we can call al-miskin, they are the people that they don't have, or what they have is not sufficient, but they won't ask you. I now digress from the people that we call as-sa'ilun, that those that used to come to our doors, those ones are sa'ilun. They are not al-miskinu. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, walakin al-miskinu, the person we can call al-miskin, who among tarudduhu lukmatan aw lukmatan, is somebody that has just one musel. Okele oúnjẹ kan. In ya riba abinci haka na hannu ɗaya haka, bai da na biyu. Ko kuma yana da na biyu, bai da na uku. Ẹni tó ní òkèlè oúnjẹ kan tí ò pé méjì, tó bá yìí pé méjì kò pé mẹ́ta. Tẹ́ máa sọ pé ìkan ò bá kan lẹ̀. Àbúrí Yorùbá wa. Za a ce wani bai samu wani a kasa ba. To, akwai na safe ba na yamma, ba na rana. Those are the people we call what? Al-Masakin. Waqala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now gave us a distinctive definition of al-miskin. Al-miskin huwa allazi la yajiduhu ghina yughnihi. Is the kind of person that what? That doesn't have any wealth, any resources that will make him rich. It's just an encompassment of what I've been saying. If you have the one in the morning, it doesn't have the one you're going to eat in the afternoon. If you pay for a student last semester, last term exam, you won't have what you pay for the next term. Up to now, the children don't even know their fate. Their mother even doesn't know the fate of her children. Maybe they will continue school this time or not. Not talk of you are talking of you want to write to or you want to go to university. They don't know where the mercy of Allah is going to come from. Those are the category of people we call al-miskin. Wala yuzikarullahu, and people will not even remember him. Wala yasalu anin nasi shay'an, and he will never ask anybody for anything. People will never even be remembering him. That's why I cited an example of maybe we have not been seeing so person in the masjid, or we met in the masjid. You now raise the issue that I've not been seeing the school bus to come and carry your children. He now even defend himself that no, maybe Abdul Kadri is not feeling fine. And where is Zuera? Zuera has gone to her auntie and he will keep it to himself. Those are the kind of people we do what? We call al-miskin. Number 2 of the category of the 8 people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we should do what? We should give zakat to. Number 3, wal-amilina alayha. Those that are working on the distribution of zakat. During the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they had to call them Dubatul Zakat. We also have various organizations now that they call Islamic Zakat Foundation. If you go to VI, they are there. They are in so many places in Lagos State. Those that are working there, some of them, that's why they are earning their salary. They have offices. They will go the way me and you will come to work today. They will go there. Not that until when somebody brings their zakat. They operate in that office throughout the whole year. Some of them, they know or they knew the people they need to go and meet. That Alaji so, Alaji so. You ought to have paid your zakat too. So they will now collect the zakat. They put it in a designated account. It is from there they will now be giving those that are deserving to be getting zakat. And who are those that we should give our zakat to? We are going to see them here among these 8 people. The 3rd category of people we need to give our zakat to are wal-amilina alayha. Those that are working for the collection of what? Of the zakat, for the disbursement to the less privileged ones. And they are the one that we are calling Dubatul Zakat. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did that. Yes. During the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was a Sahabi that they used to call Sa'alaba. Sa'alaba He used to be among the righteous Sahabas, first class Sahaba, that used to pray after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But he was enmeshed or he was enriched in poverty to the extent that he had only one clothes. His wife had only one wrapper. So whenever Salaba goes to the masjid to go and observe or salawat or to go and listen to the fatwa or halqa of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wife will be naked at home because the clothes his wife supposed to wear is one Salaba. Him and his wife, they have only one clothes. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been supplicating to people, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been granting him acceptance. One day, Salaba now approached Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam that, Ya Rasulullah, this poverty is too much. Please pray for me. Please supplicate Allah to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Salaba. Ya Salaba, qalilu tu'addi khairu min kasiri la tu'addi aqabu. The little Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, that you are paying the dues, is better than for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you a magnanimous empire. That you'll be able, at the end of the day, you'll be able to pay the tithe that you're supposed to pay. All this one that these people are paying 1/10, right? Ours is just 2.5 of whatever you have in a year. It's not every month the way we collect our salary that we must give 1/10 of it. No, ours is just what? 2.5 of your liquid cash. Whatever is bringing money for you, even if you have properties, houses, wherever you have them, that they are bringing money for you, you value all of them, including the one you kept under your pillow, including the one you go and bury in the cemetery, and the one in the sock away. You value all of them, including the stolen one. You can't get a lot of money and go and bury it in the cemetery because of EFCC that is picking up and down for you. You can't have good money, halal money, and put them inside sock away. You can't have good money and get statues of billions of dollars of naira in your various homes, where people don't have ordinary fan, and you are putting 3-4 AC inside where you stack money because you know they are looking for you. All this money, you have a case to answer on them, and if you pay Zakat on them, Allah will not accept it because it's haram. If you have halal money, you keep it where they ask us to keep it, even if our banking system is not an Islamic one, but you keep it there. Salaba, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him that be patient. He went back to Rasul the following day. Again, Rasulullah, this poverty is too much. He went back the third time. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't see me as somebody who doesn't want to supplicate Allah for you. He raised his hand. Allah answered the call or the supplication and supplicating on behalf of Salaba. Allah answered the prayer. Allah answered the prayer. After some time, one sheep, one goat that Salaba had started multiplying in manifold. After some time, he had a company that is running, doing haulage and logistics. After some time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala benedicted Salaba. Salaba that used to come from Khamsu Salawat. He started reducing his Salawat. He comes Salati Subuhi and Salati Isha. You know, Salati Subuhi virtually, if not these Lagos people, that some of us, by 3 a.m. you are already outside your house because of traffic. You have to go get to your place of work and pray Salati Subuhi by 7 or 8 a.m. May Allah accept it. That's why I used to say, Lagos State, on day of Qiyamah, if Allah is going to judge Nigeria, Lagos case, separate. Our prayer, our fasting and everything, we finish everywhere in Nigeria and come back to Lagos. Because everything about us, that was why Rufa'i said last year from Kaduna, he said, Kai, with the stubbornness Lagosians are suffering, they are supposed to be the first set of people to enter the Jannah. I saw the video clip like this. I kept it for a very long time. I even want to come and play it for you people again. I don't want to believe I'm the only one that saw the video clip. Engr, this outgoing governor of Kaduna State, said it. It's not Prophet Muhammad that said it. So we in Lagos, we are suffering. So if you are suffering like this, we should not go and suffer and enter Jannah again. So with this suffering, strive and gain Jannah. Part of gaining Jannah is not to steal in your place of work. Part of gaining Jannah is not to sleep with the woman you are not supposed to sleep with. Part of gaining Jannah is not to go and make sure that because your boss loves you and make sure that they sack somebody. Only Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Salaba that we have been seeing, we are not seeing him again. What happened to Salaba? The other companion said, Rasulullah, Salaba is now enriched. After some time, he failed to be coming to Salatul Subi and Salatul Isha again. Only comes for Salatul Juma. After some time, because the business empire started growing beyond his own comprehension, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now sat down one very day. He now said, and I told Salaba, Qalilu tuaddi, khairu min kasiri la tuaddi akum. For Salaba to be managing the little Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him, Allah gave some people plenty money, but he withdrew their health. I've ever mentioned to us, I know I mentioned it twice, that I had it from this Pastor Adeboye of RCCD, that one of the richest Nigerian in Australia, maybe he went for his pastoral activity. He was, I think, let me say, the man was the richest Nigerian residing in Australia. But anything he touches like this, it becomes money for him. But he can't move from this place to this place. Allah withdrew his health and he gave him plenty of money. So what is the usefulness of the money? He will be inside the house, on the chair, on the bed, be hearing what is happening outside. What is the usefulness of the money? He said, it was Adeboye that said that. He said Allah should take all the money and give him health. So those of us that we are here that we don't have money, which one do you prefer? Let's cogitate just 1 second. If you pass through headache, if headache strikes your head like this, see what you feel like. Or weak flow, ordinary weak flow, that somebody in the village, they will say, go and put it inside people. Are you here? You are doing Oyibo, they say you carry it to the best hospital in India. And I keep telling us, Wama ya'lamu junuda rabbika illahu. Allah can come from anywhere, from any sphere, but we don't know. That's why we need to always be doing uprightly every time. After some time, when the ayah, the verse of the zakat came down, was revealed to Prophet Muhammad, Allah said, Khuz min amwalihim tutahhiruhum wa tuzakkihim wa salli alayhim inna salataka sakanun lahum. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed that ayah that Khuz, the lafzu that Allah used in that ayah is command. Take from them, either they like it or not. Take from them, min amwalihim, from their wealth. When we are talking about money, I said it's not only money, liquid cash that they call what? Amwal, or money. Your properties too, we can put it inside what? Inside amwal. Allah said, take from them. They say, who's Annie? Give me, immediately, give me that cap that you are wearing. Immediately, give me that Bible that is in your hand. We are commanding. Allah told Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who's min amwalihim? Take from them. When this verse was revealed, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now sent 3 emissaries or 3 envoys to go and meet Sa'alaba. On getting to Sa'alaba now told them that, no, I have a friend here, he's also rich. Please go and meet him first. Maybe he's going to pay the zakat. That one paid his own due. He now said, I have another friend B here. Go and meet him. That one too paid his own due. That one said, I have another friend that is there, friend C. Who was who? Sa'alaba. On getting to Sa'alaba said, with all this big business empire that we had, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad, he has changed his name from Rasulullah. You know, majority of us, we are very humble now because Allah has not given us 50,000. People that have billion guns, they are doing like this. You 50,000, and I say, yes, I've arrived. Sorry, they're ready to Paris, 50,000 naira. Because they just increase your salary, 50,000 from 25,000, they times 2. Nobody, you can't respect anybody again. People that have billion, they can buy everybody, can buy everything. You see them, they sit down. And what is that heart of Luna or Lusalam? They move honorably on the earth surface. Ego overgrew or overthrew or overthrown Sa'alaba. Now said, what? Rasulullah, Muhammad too wants to become rich like us. That was what came out from his mouth. Go and tell him, sir, I tell you do right. I'm going to ask my brain. I'm going to use my discretion. Maybe I'm going to pay or not. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that asked Allah to bless him. The way majority of us do wish to do. You remember the time you want to go for exam that you're asking Allah, you go and meet your malam. Allah, I want to go and write this way. Please let me pass you. Allah, malam will give you Rabbi Sidina Ilima, Sanukuruka Falata Sa, wa Lam now Duna Duna Ilima. And you will read it with the effort of your study. You will pass. Allah, malam has contributed to your life because you don't know that wa Lam now Duna Duna Ilima, Bafoka Pulazi Ilima Alimi. You don't know that it's used for memory improvement. You pass the exam. You refuse to go and tell Malam that you pass the exam. You want to enter university. You enter university. They are disturbing your daughter. The lecturer said, yes, I must see her back on my bed. Your daughter is reporting to you. Or you yourself. Somebody is disturbing you in your place of work. Or you're disturbing your child that he must carry over. He must do this. He must spend here 1 year. He won't graduate with his mate. He run to Malam. Malam say, Malam, not the soothsayers, not the typewriters. If that is Talibans, they reserve Quran for you. And you came out of your escapade honorably. At the end of the day, how many of you go back to go appreciate the manner? But the ones that will collect your barbaric guys in your party, that they will separate your C of 4 of your house, that is what we use to pray for you so that your road can open. Those are the people you are patronizing. Those that will be collecting from the mother and be sleeping with the daughter. These are the manners majority of you are going through. And it's not your fault because you fail to stay with the Quran. You want them to be giving you incision. You want them to be doing black soap for you. You want them to tell you to go to the cemetery 1 a.m. Anything you hear, don't shout, don't run. Maybe one speaker in one of these Yoruba states here, along the Ilesha road, they saw him naked 1 a.m. on Ilesha, bathing. I won't tell you the state he came from. They saw him, we saw the video, we know him. But to go and meet Malam, pay Allah say, go. If Allah answer your prayer, finish. Whatever you want to do, come and do. And when you come back, what do they take? There are some you give them money. Inside their barbaric guy, they hang on the anger like this. They never even touch that money until they will die. They are contented with what they want is the wasila between them. The wasu between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We forgot all these people. They are plenty, they are around. The majority of them are here. They are inside their house. You don't even recognize them. And they will talk and Allah will answer their prayer. So Allah, after some time, he became egoistic. He became very arrogant and very pompous of himself. That he forgot the person that asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless him. Allah will use somebody to make the journey of our life to be faster than our expectations. You have to lean on somebody's shoulder so that you can attain the apex level of the ladder. You have to lean on somebody's shoulder. In Danny, can a tree make a forest? Only you can travel. Only you cannot travel and get to the destination of success. You must meet people along the line. Somebody that will tell you that the way you write that your A is slanty. The way you write that your B is upside down. Somebody will direct you. All those people have contributed in your life. If you are writing your biography of your life, right, and you didn't put their name, the autobiography is not complete. The majority of you, all those that are help you in life, you are forgetting them. You forgot them while they are alive. We wanted to you say you you that you forgot the person that helped you. How will you remember? While he was alive, you didn't celebrate him. Is it you that you now go to his house to go and help his wife and his children? Salama, indeed, what he did to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Wayhaka, Ya Salama, Qalilu tu'addi, khairu min kasiri la tu'addi akum. We've been saying it. Salama, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done for you yesterday is better than this because you are unable to pay the debt. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam received the envoys he sent on that mission. They came back. Before they say anything, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, all what happened between you, Salaba, and Mr. A and Mr. B, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already revealed to me. When you go to Salaba, Salaba was the one that even told you, I have a friend there. He used to be a rich man. I have a friend there, used to be a rich man. It was Salaba. Okay, don't worry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of Salaba. Every one of us, let us be careful. Whenever they are handing us over to Allah, it might not be now. You'll be enjoying your life. You'll be having your way in everything. Might be at old age. That the strength is no more there. One man, a miracle. Don't kiss you. Want to carry this paper, it will be very difficult. You will not be expecting your children to come and clothe you. That is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might take all your joy away from you. Allah they know. Allah ya isa da aka giya maka giya. Allah ya isa yanzu kenan. The children that you think that you are stealing because of them, that you are destroying some people's life because of them, that you refuse to pay people's salary and sending your own children to abroad to go and study, and they will come back and money get one. You won't pay people and you'll be going for Umrah. People that work for the money that you use to pay for your ticket and your visa. People that are working and you are paying zakat, you didn't pay the people that work for the money that you are paying zakat. How do you expect Allah? And instead, like mirage, you are seeing mirage. That is the kind of success that Allah is giving you. After some time, all the businesses, empires that Salaba had, everything started crumbling to the extent that it now collapsed. After some time, when things were not going fine as expected, he now rushed back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, please remember me the way me and you too, we used to run back to those people that pray for us. I'm not going to fún yẹn rántí wọn mọ́. Nígbà tó wá burú tó fẹ́ yẹ ẹlẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ wọn sáré lọ. Àfa ẹ̀dá kù ẹ bá ń ṣàdúrà ọmọ mi tí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́kùn wọn fẹ́ lé ibi iṣẹ́. Nígbà tó dáa fún ta lẹ sọ fún. Majority of our mothers, they run to all these Afa. As we are up to now, some of them are still going to Afa. They give them not to go and do boka. Afa ẹgbà ọmọ mi tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yàrá náà dé náà Lagos dé náà Dangote. Allah don't let ọkọ ọba àdá ọba kó mọ́ ba lẹ́sẹ̀. Right? Allah kanka bari a cuce shi a wajen aiki. Allah kanka bari ya fadi a cikin rafi. Most of our mothers, good parents, they don't sleep the way you are sleeping here that you are misbehaving. You don't know that it is prayer of your parent that is securing you here. You think all those things, all those nonsense that you are doing, that you are escaping it and you didn't go for it. Yes, I'm very smart. You don't know that is your mother that doesn't know A, that doesn't know B. She's the one that is fasting. That's 6 hours in the night that are supposed to sleep. She sleep for 1 hour. And she won't tell you this between her and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those of you that you are misbehaving, better go and sit down very well. You don't know the person that is fighting your fight. That's why what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you, share with people. The people that you didn't send any message, then we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fight for you. In our right to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, we have used the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to ask you. You deny us. So the asking that we have asked that time has elapsed. So go, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to do with you. He was there, running up and down till Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam died. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never accepted that zakat from him. During the caliphate of Abu Bakr, Abdullah ibn Quhafa, radiallahu ta'ala, he brought it. Please take this, my zakat. Abu Bakr said, what our master did they receive? And the one that will receive me, am I the one that will receive it? I will not do it. It was reported that it was during the life of Abu Bakr that he died. Or he died as somebody that the hunger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was on him. And see the damage he caused for himself just to pay 2.5 of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given him. So brothers, we need to pay our zakat. Where we are, out of the number 8, is وَالْعَامِلِينَ عَلَيْهَا. Those that are working in zakat foundation, we need to give them money. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not entitled to zakat and is not entitled to sadaqah. I told us when we are discussing about Salmanu and Farisi, the 3 conditions the last bishop gave him, that these are the 3 signs that you have to notice, you have to critically watch out for in that person that you are going to meet in the Arab country. That as soon as you saw these 3, that is the last prophet, and it's going to be the seal of prophet. Number one, he told him that you are going to see a seal, Khatimul Anbiya, in between his scapulas, in between his shoulders. You are going to see it. And that was the first thing that, no, that was the third thing that Salman Farisi later found. The first thing he did was that he took dates to him. Salman Farisi, he took dates to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that time, he was still a slave under his master. So when he got to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina, he saw plenty of people in front of him. He said that must be the person, the monk, the bishop told me where I served. He said, take. I brought sadaqah for you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, give it to my companion. Salman Farisi said, Alhamdulillah. Sign number one, I've seen it. Number two, after some time, he brought date again. He said, guy, I know you must have exhausted. Okay, I brought gifts for you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam collected and he took part of the date. He ate it in the presence of Salman Farisi and he gave it to the other companions. Salman Farisi said, Alhamdulillah. Number two. The third time, one of the Sahaba died in Medina. So when they came back from Baqi is where they used to bury. It's very adjacent to the mosque of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam like this. When they came, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sat down. Maybe he want to do mashawara with the companions. He put his rida like an apron on his neck like this. So Salman Farisi was gallivanting. I want to do something. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now called him that Salman, come. He now removed his apron or the abaya that he wore. Now said, look at my back. Wasn't the thing that they told you at Amuriya that you are looking for? Okay, look at it very well. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Immediately, Salman Farisi started crying. Because the three signs they told him has manifested. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam too started crying. He now told the companions that you people should embrace your brother. Salman Farisi is our brother. That is why whenever they are asking, where did he belong to? They don't know where to classify him to. Maybe he's Al-Muhajir or Al-Ansar. They used to call Salman Minna Ahlul Bayt. That is the name of Salman Farisi. He belongs to the Muhajir and he belongs to the Ansar. He came from, his father used to be a fire custodian. They used to worship fire. I told us about him. So, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that the person that we can call al-miskin, al-amiluna alayha, those that are working on the zakat, that are distributing zakat, we can give them. So where I diverted from was that we can't give the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sadaqah. That is one. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will not take sadaqah, and his Ahlul Bayt, including them Ali, them Fatima, all his family, the family of Prophet Muhammad, they will never take sadaqah. That is one. And number two, part of the restricted condition for Prophet Muhammad is that not only him, all the Anbiya, nobody will inherit them. That was why, after the demise of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nana Fatima and Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala, they have a commotion concerning a particular parcel of land that we call Fadak or Fidik or Fidak. Is Fadak or Fidak? If I say Fidik, it's a type of contract that we are doing. Fadak or Fidak. That land was the land they collected from the Yahudi of Khaybar. It used to be a very fertile land. A very fertile land. Let me cite an example. Let me say maybe those of you that you know Banana Island, that they sell their land in square meter. You buy water, you start filling it. Make billions of naira before you can buy a plot of land. Let's assume that is the most expensive land in Lagos. So that is the kind of land that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had after coming back from Khaybar. Right? So that land was in the earth. You know, it was only Fatima that he left behind. All other children, they died while he was alive. So Fatima now asked that, Abu Bakr, where is the land of my father, the land of Fidak? Umar was there. Umar now said, we heard from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Nanu Anbiya la Nuras kullu man taraknahu sadaqa la nurasu wa la yuras. That we are prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't inherit, nor does our heir inherit us. Wa kullu man taraknahu sadaqa. Whatever we leave behind, they are for the Muslim Ummah. So nobody will inherit any prophet. That was how the case of Fida or Fadak rested. Number 4, anywhere that we have Ahlul Bayt of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they are usually always be the leader. That's why we have them, Abdullah ibn Abbas, Ali ibn Abi Talib. All these are Ahlul Bayt of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In a nutshell, Sadaqah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam don't eat it, and his family do not eat it. So if you two, you know you are above Sadaqah, you don't take Sadaqah. Wal amilina alayha. Number 4, wal mu'allafati qulubuhum. The fourth category of people that we can give zakat to are the people that they have a very fragile mind towards Islam, especially the kuffar. We have some Christians that they used to observe Ramadan with us from A to Z. They don't have any reward. If you remember when we are talking about masjid, the time we were discussing about mosque, if a Christian uses his money, billions of naira, he built the best mosque that is better than the one in Haram, in Makkah and Medina. He built it in his village. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not reward him. It is our money that is in his hand that Allah used to build mosques for us. He will never get any reward. So we use zakat, right, to soften the heart of the non-believer so that they can do what? They can join Islam. In all this, you never see where Allah is talking about Boko Haram and Daesh and Irish and ICSL. You never see that. It is that kind of da'wah methodology that you should use to call people to Islam. You never see it in Quran. These are the ways we can use to buy their heart. That is number 1. Inside wal mu'allafati qulubuhum. Number 2, somebody that is a Muslim, but people around him are also Muslim, but they don't pay zakat. So we are going to give that Muslim that is of a less privileged social status, we are going to give him zakat so that he can go to all those unserious Muslims that are supposed to be paying zakat. Go and say, that is another category of people inside wal muhallafati qulubuhum. Number 3, a Muslim. This one is very common with Yoruba. A Muslim that is not rigid on his Islamic fundamentals. He will observe Jumat with us in the midnight again, or in the evening, or at the dusk. He will carry his celestial cloth again and put the red band and still go to Sele to go and meet them, Jeremiah. It's very common in Yoruba circle. Very, very common. So, majority of these people carry Eyo in Lagos State. You go to Idumota there now. Majority of them are Al-Azay. They are Hujjaj. That you even see their Polimaka Bakesu. Tere Imaka Lenuwa. While they are going, if they are calling Salat, some of them will remove their eku, what they wear, the masquerade clothes that they wear, and they will join the Salat. After Salam Alaikum like this, they will go out and carry their masquerade clothes again. Very common in Yoruba land. Along go by say Yoruba river. If not now, that Sunnah is coming up. And may Allah let us do it according to the description of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So those that their mind, they are Awulai, la ilaha Awulai, wa la ilaha Awulai. They are neither here and they are neither there. They partially do Muslim and they partially do Christian. Those kind of people, we can give them the zakat so that we can totally buy them into the fold of Islam. Right? These are part of the people we call wal muhallafati qulubuhum. These are the 4th category. Number 5, wafi riqab. Those that are in bondage, those that are under slavery. And riqab, those that are under slavery. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, like Salman Farisi. You know, I told us last week, and those of you that were with me over a year ago, that from their community in Jayi, he transited on 8 stations before getting to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there is no place on this journey that he spent less than a year. And what was he searching for? He was searching for the Akikatul Islam. The Islam that me and you, we just found as a bonanza like this. All these people, they suffered. I told us how Abu Huraira, how he came to Medina. How Abdullah ibn Masud, how he came to Medina. How he met Rasulullah. All these people, they suffer for Islam. Not the one that me and you, they just born us inside Islam and we are doing it like that. So people had already suffered for us. Salman al-Farisi, the last person he worked with, whom was his slave master, that person said, before I free you, after his engagement with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now told you one day, captive, nafsak, ya Salman, go and free yourself from the bondage of the slavery that you are. Salman al-Farisi now went back to his master and now said, my master, I'm ready now, I want you to free me. The master now told him that you have to go and bring 400 silver gold and some quantity of a kind of seed, and you go and plant it on a particular land, and that land is just like they said, they asked you to go and plant guinea corn or maize or beans, to go and plant it on a rock. That is the condition the slave master of Salman al-Farisi gave him in Medina, because he was a Yahudi and they are not appreciating Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina. Rasulullah, when Salman al-Farisi now went back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is what my boss told me. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they just came back from one battle, maybe he got to Tabuk, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah At-Tawbah. So they were sharing the booties, Ghanima, or Ghanaim of the battle when Salman al-Farisi came. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, oh companion, your brother that wants to free himself from the slavery, his master asked him to bring 400 gold and asked him to bring social number of this. Immediately, the Imanul Ikhwa that is within the companion, immediately they gather what is more than what Salman al-Farisi needed. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam packed everything and he gave it to Salman al-Farisi. He now said, that of the plants that your boss asked you to go and plant, tell me when it is time, I will stand up from my house, I will stand up from my masjid, I will go and use my blessed hand to go and plant it for you. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you stay with Allah, Allah will bring people that will support you. So don't rely on anybody in your family member that yes, my brother is working in Chevron, his salary is 7 million. Maybe the time is ready to help you, that is when they kidnap you. How many of you that have family member in Maiduguri, can you call them now that they should send money to you? Don't you see how their life is? Even you here are supposed to send something to them because you have more security here. Rely on Allah. وَرَبُّكَ يَخْلُقُ مَن يَشَاءُ وَيَخْتَارُ مَنْ كَانَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ. Allah will choose whomever He wants to choose to support you from nowhere. Immediately, he took these items back to his boss. His boss said, remaining for you to go and plant those seeds. When it was time, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam followed Salman al-Farisi. They went there to plant it on the land that nobody expected anything to germinate from there. And it's one of the most blessed places that you can plant something in Medina today. So when you stay with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those that are looking for your downfall, they come and celebrate you tomorrow. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala ma la nabiyya ba'da. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us this opportunity once again. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all this our discussion as an act of ibadah. Some people have done more than this. At the end of the day, Allah says, Abba Amrasura. I don't want all what you have done as an act of worship. What will take us to that situation, Allah, don't let us find ourselves in that situation. Whatever will lead us to that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, take us away from that path and let us be on the right path. Ta'ala, time is fast spent. and we are no more inside Ramadan, and it takes so much time. My intention is to finish all this today, but as Allah wants it. Because you must be giving it kullazi akin akom. We are in a place of work. We have time, we need to go and pray. So that we won't eat part of the amana that is entrusted on us. So we need to go back to our places of work. Right? I will pause it like this. So those of us that will be here next week, with the mercy of Allah, not with our might, we are going to continue from there. But today, conclusively, we want to use today to supplicate for some of our security brothers, some of our mopos. I think today, tomorrow, or next, maybe probably this weekend, they'll be changing their station. They'll be going to another location. Some of them have been here more than 2 years. Maybe within 2 years, maybe it is only one time that they saw their family. You can see how some life are regimented. I can't go and sit down with your wife and children at home. That place is too far. How do you want to pay their school fees? How do you want to settle the bills? Not the honor our wife and children are giving us is because you are buying bread. The day that provision you are bringing in cease, that is the day your wife will call you. Kai, Saidi, Abamoko already. Alaji engineer that she's calling you, she will remove it. She will call it. Kai, Abukadi, Kai, magana. Kai, the kan kase zuwa da niki ke magana. Yes, kai ne. Ina magana kuma zan tura ka gurin iyayenka. Zan kira sunan iyayenka. Domin uzuri da kake kawo gida ya kare. Allah, what will take us to that level, don't let it happen to us. Continue to be providing for us. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. As they will be leaving us physically, they will not leave us in soul now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever they are going back, don't let them be accidented on the road. Amen. And wherever they are going, let it be another promised land for them. Amen. We've been here with them for long. Some batches have come. I told us this month we make it 3 years that I've been doing kutuba here. We started from that junction, that canteen that is that junction. This is the second one in this refinery. And we have been doing it. When we started, we are just like 3 or 4. After Corona, that they said they should not open that fertilizer mosque. How are we going to be doing? Is it every time that we are observing Salat Zuhr? Someone just say, okay. We are just 4 or 5. And the person that used to call people here used to be a Christian. They are praying somewhere there. We are working together. I say Christian. It's because of our mu'amalat. That's why I'm telling you. Don't see anybody. You that are calling yourself mu'min, as Allah accepted you. Majority of Imam, it is their followers that are saying Ali behind them that we pass them on day of Qiyamah. Majority of people that are in front, they will see themselves learning, if not even as far as now. Some of them, they've come, they've gone. We had a very mutual relationship. I talk like this, they listen to me, we call ourselves. Even one of them, the Sokoto, has called me this morning that he sent something to me in Sokoto. Nobody should follow me, it's not money. He called me that maybe they are the new contingent that are coming to take over. He called me this morning when I didn't pick like 3 times. He still called me. Finally, I said, I'm here. So nobody will never go back. I don't know. Every time we pray together here, every time. There was one when they posted me back, it was in my degree. When they posted back here, he called me, said he's in the Kalima show. This is the kind of relationship. And this is the way I stand in front of them and tell them, just Quran and Hadith. Nothing. And I was asking, this is the kind of life we should live. It is the kind of people that you relate with that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will raise you with. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise us together and Jannah to be house. As I used to pray every time, as I used to supplicate, the weapons you are using, may they not use it against you. Amen. But I will keep on telling you the way I used to tell you every Friday. Don't let whatever you are carrying, don't let it instigate you. Because whatever we use, we are going to raise it inside of Allah like this. Use your weapon to fight enemies of progress. Use your uniform to fight enemy of progress. That is the hold you took. We, the less privileged ones, don't humiliate our life. And anytime you are going to your parents, wear your uniform. Those that are humiliating your mother in the neighborhood, let them know that you're not the soldier, you're not the soldier, you're not the soldier. That is what I used to tell some of our rich men. If you know you are a rich man, the road that leads to our frontage of our house is that all of us are living together. Do the road for us now. Not to be harassing us that you are calling idiot musicians to come and be disturbing us with their music. Every time, party, party, party. And all of us, the journey of 5 minutes to our various homes, you didn't tie the road and we are living. Oh, it's Olowo. Kai ba mai kuɗi ba, duk rijiya da yake ciyawowi da ya zagaya ta ya bushe, rijiyar ne ba ta da albarka. Gbogbo odò tí kòkó etí rẹ̀ bá fi lè gẹ, odò náà ṣe lóríire. Duk masu kuɗi, the poverty striking people are plenty in their family, that rich man is not a successful man. Shebi kuɗi, shebi paper ni. And those of you that certificate is instigating you, certificate is paper now. It is here that you need to take care of. Whenever you are going back, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you. Those of us that you are going to leave, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Whenever we too are going to leave this place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take us to another greater height. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. And I used to pray, there is no way that you don't have enemy. In your places of work, just because you are Muslim, because you are going to put your head on ground, maybe it's your boss that is your worst enemy. That I will make sure he doesn't get that promotion. Whenever they want to decide your promotion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should take him away. When your promotion has been succeeded, if he still has the remaining number of days, then he will now come back and come and celebrate you. It has worked for me. I told you when I want to write my head now. If you are in the hall, I wrote my wife, you'll be sweating like this, all the fan will be rotating. This Oga, just called some brother, let's go to mosque on Sunday. And we recited Quran. One day they just called him, okay, come and go and supervise. He didn't get sick and he didn't get lost. They just sent him to another school. The following day, we wrote the most difficult paper, chemistry, that time. That was my own difficult paper. Physics is more something. The following day, or the following week, that man came back. Because he will be in the hall, all what you know will disappear in your head. You just ask Allah, Allah, just take care of him. Without going to anybody, as small as I was, because I believe in Quran. So whoever is going to deny our promotion, Allah, just take care of them. And take care of any kind of them. This project that brought all of us together, Allah, let this project see the light of the day. Every one of us, we are writing our history. So know the kind of history you are going to write. The engineers that are diverting concrete, know yourself. The procurement officers, know yourself. The HR, that all the guests that you want to bring in, you must see them, you must meet at one corner there. Know yourself. And those of you that you are very close to the authority, that guy doesn't fit this place. And they send him away. If you take the source of a human being away, you have destroyed one family. Don't let us be playing all these dirty office politics. Let Allah do what He's going to do. Allah let this project be accomplished. All of us that we have contributed in a little way or the other, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us reap the fruit of our labor. And let this project benefit the country. The outgoing government, in the next 20-something days, they will be going now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let them finish successfully. Maybe we are expecting President Muhammadu Buhari very soon. In the next 2 weeks, if you don't know me, I'm telling you. They are expecting him to come and do something for us here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let them end well with his cabinet. The one that they said, I want to come, what you come about, I will go say, or not book one law, and they start to read, Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. For my Hausa brother speaking, please, I have prayed Allah. But then here, mommy, kuma yau kuma ba, lokaci ya kure, kuma muna da amanar lokaci. Allah ku ya kure, Allah ku ya kure. Insha Allah, next week, in mun fara lokaci, zan tattauna muku everything da na yau da na next week. I will do the summary for you. Allah samu gama lafiya. Allahumma izzat Islam wal muslimin. Wa zilla shirka wal mushrikin. Wa damir adaka adda ad-din. Mansur ibadaka al-muwahidin bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكيها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الرحمن